Hello and welcome back to another. I guess we can con- ah, we can consider this a episode, but this one's a little bit different because I'm gonna be doing some very minimal editing. It is January 31st, and today is Sunny Sunday. So, what Sunny Sunday is it? It is the ability resets. This is the one thing that I've been waiting for quite a bit now on my Moj 1. If you guys have been watching like the series and everything, really appreciate all the support. The channel has been getting a lot of traction, and for that, I just want to say thank you. More stuff on its way, but well, I think as of recording this, we've only released the first episode, so still lots of stuff to edit. And you can probably see I'm 279 now. By the time this uploads, I'm most likely going to be in Arteria at 280. But yeah, um, today we're going to be doing some ability resets, mainly because these are not really, well, I mean, I landed 18% skip, which is really good on Moj 1. Also, you might notice that I have 4.4 million honor exp, so I'm really excited to just get, or to pretty much just consume them all. What we're planning to do is, well, since I train for the most part, my bossing ability preset is fine. Though if I do have left over, I might try to get some boss damage, which is a big thing. But yeah, no, today we're gonna try to get as close as we can to drop, as well as Meso. So we have two different pages. This one was another page that I was working on for boss. This one has 16% chance to skip, but I want to keep this one, which is 18%, which is honestly a lot. Whenever I'm like bossing or using my bossing preset with this ability, it's it's kind of crazy how many times that my abilities get refreshed. So it's actually very impressive. But without further ado, oh, actually no. So yeah, we're gonna do the ability reset. Not only that today, but we do have 28 mystical familiar cards from the Inkwell Note gift. Well, it was 30, but I used two, and then I realized, oh wait, I want to hold off on this so we can make a video on it dedicated to seeing if we can get a maybe a drop fam. That's the main thing that I'm looking for. But if we end up landing like boss or something like that, I'll be happy with that as well. But we'll see. You know, it is a chance, and there's a chance to walk away with nothing. But I'm excited to do this on video. And lastly, I do want to cube some of my accessories because we are not full drop yet. We are full meso, but we just need like a couple more hybrids, and then we're done. And yeah, we'll get into all of that, but without further ado, let's go ahead and refresh this page because this page is not used at all, so we'll apply it. And either we if we get meso or drop first, I'll be very happy. Let's go for it. But yeah, I guess we're just this is just gonna be one of those like yapping videos. Is there a way to do this better? Yeah, enter. This is just gonna be like one of those like yapping videos, which is in similar fashion to my Star Forcing Sunny Sunday video. Mm, sorry. Also, it's kind of hard to focus. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to focus up and see if I land the ability that we want, which it doesn't look like. I mean, we need this to hit drop or meso. Um, there was a couple things that I should have written down to kind of talk about, but mm, oh, drop 18. That's actually so good because the max that you can get on drop for a legendary ability is 20. So that is definitely a settle. I think we didn't even use that much. Wow. We go back over here and now let's try to land Meso. Or if we can get higher drop, that's fine too. Wow. Okay. Let's well, this needs to tier up as well, so we can just kind of spam through this. I just realized this one is not really uh come on, tier up. Yeah, I should have written a couple of things to like talk about, but hello. I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. I probably 2 or 3 episodes should have been released by now. Um by the time you're probably seeing this video. And it is a little bit odd because like I recorded a lot of the like segments, of course, on stream during my Hyperburn event and my Wapathon, which we did like 4 days straight. That's kind of crazy. We streamed for like 4 days straight, and that was probably the craziest thing I've ever done on Twitch. And honestly, I'm still kind of feeling it. Like it's been maybe 2 days since the whole Wapathon thing, and I'm still feeling like kind of tired. So making this video right now and yapping, uh, I'm a little exhausted, but I am excited though, because well, this is something I've been waiting for a long time. As you can tell, I have a lot of Honor EXP, and it's about time that this gets used up. And as for my Lyn, I think I had to review just to make sure, but all of her abilities were perfect. So I was very comfortable with just putting all of the medals and everything, putting all of our resources into Moj 1, which is what we've been doing. There's a topic I want to kind of like talk about, which is people were asking me on my stream. It's like, hey Leo, like, are you gonna be pushing like Saren and you know all those bosses? And I was like, I felt like a broken record, and I did crash out a little bit. I was like, guys, I don't want to, like, not right now. And I think like I wasn't in the best state of mind, considering I was streaming for multiple days, like 13 hours, 13 to 15 hours a day, which is a lot, you know, like, because not only am I streaming my gameplay, I'm displaying my face, trying to put on a show, and ultimately, like, you know, talking for the majority of the 12 to 13 hours. So, you know, a lot of people ask me, oh, like, you should push bosses, and like that kind of like, I guess, made me frustrated. Also, this is not upgrading well, but luckily it's only 100. Just like, I guess like constantly hearing, oh, you should, like, why aren't you playing on your Lyn and stuff like that. And like, I guess I wasn't really explaining it in a way where it sounded like a good reason. I was just like saying, oh, I'm just trying to enjoy my time, which is honestly a valid reason. I just want to do what I want, right? At the end of the day, like when I'm playing MapleStory, I just kind of just want to relax and, you know, do what I want to do, which majority of the time I'm just whopping and just fighting mobs, because that's like the thing that I enjoy most about the game. But also I had this like series in mind, right? And that's one thing that I guess I didn't really elaborate on to my chatters on Twitch. It's that I'm pretty much making like a progression series, right? So like it's a bit like mentally overloading, because not only am I playing the game, I'm trying to keep mental notes on things that happen to eventually put out on YouTube for content. And so that already on its own is like it requires a lot of, like, you know, like memorization and thinking. So when I'm like, I guess like when I was like playing and I was whopping throughout my stream this last week, I just was thinking about, okay, how am I going to make these videos, and how am I going to, you know, like put together the timeline? And that's like that's the most important thing to me right now, ensuring that our series for this Moj 1 progression series is like good, because I'm a new creator, and this might be my first impression to potentially a wide audience. I want to ensure that I'm doing things correctly, and I want to ensure that I leave a good impression to you, you know, the MapleStory community, put out the best content that I possibly can. So to answer your guys' question, no, I'm not going to be pushing bosses anytime soon. I eventually will. You know, I plan on playing this game for a really long time, and I am honestly, like, now thinking about it, like, you know, giving myself like a day break and not streaming for a little bit. I feel like a bit more optimistic tackling bosses eventually. Of course, not anytime soon, because there's still so much for me to edit. Because yeah, again, as of this time of recording this video, which is January 31st, we only uploaded one, and so I'm still in the middle of like scripting out our second part, which is like a rune day. So yeah, there's a chance you guys might not see this for maybe like a week after I film this. Also, this is really not going. Wow, what is happening right now? Wow, but I mean, I guess like it's just 100, but at the same time, damn, why is this not upgrading. I'm just spamming the crap out of it. So yeah, I hope that kind of explains why I'm not pushing bosses. It's like, I don't think it's also like a secret that, you know, like bossing content isn't really something that I personally enjoy. So I do understand that it is completely necessary. Like, I know we need to boss, so that's why I put in the effort to learn C10A on my Lin, and now I can just run C10A easily. But it's just like everything past that, it's just kind of like you want to. I understand that you want to push for Eternals as soon as possible, but there was a lot of like mixed, I guess, opinions in chat that kind of frustrated me, where it just kind of felt like it was a lot of like backseating, but like also like I understand that like you guys mean well too. You know, looking back, like it just at the time it felt like so much backseating when I knew what I wanted to do, but then people were giving their opinions on what I needed to do, and that's how what it felt like, I guess, at the time. Now looking back, you know, giving myself like some adequate rest, and you know, oh, there we go. There's our upgrade. You know, giving ourselves some like good rest. Like now I'm looking back and I'm like, dude, I could have explained myself so much better, and for that, like, I honestly, like, sincerely apologize. Hopefully when I come back to stream again, like maybe in a week from now, I will be more refreshed, and I will like be a bit more composed and be able to articulate my thoughts a little bit better. But yeah, if you're watching this and you're listening to me, thank you for understanding. Like, yeah, let's get to the next upgrade though. We might be sitting here for a while. So this might be like honestly like an hour-long episode. This one is more just kind of like a heart to heart, because planning out like the voiceovers and whatnot is just it's training, guys. And not only that, but like I have to like scrub through. Each day is like 12 to 13 hours. So I'm scrubbing through 12 to 13 hours of footage at a time, and then trying to construct a timeline, trying to remember what I did, and it's so much, but that's all a part of like this creator process. You guys have been showing a lot of support with the, you know, your guys' comments. Like I read every single one, guys. I promise to you. And whenever I see that really positive comment, I'm just like so motivated. I'm so motivated to just keep on pushing. And so, but also I also have to understand that like these things do take time. So in order for me to put out the best of my ability, the best content of my ability, I have to let things sit and not rush things, which is like a bad habit that I've formed for like I guess years of content creation. Because before MapleStory, I made tons of content. I made like short films, I made vlogs. Like I pretty much like dabbled with a lot of different genres of like content, not just like gaming itself, but a lot of IRL stuff. And also I went to school for video production, so I learned a lot of my video editing skills, and learning a lot about film when I went to post-secondary. So that also um that also gave us a lot of like experience when it comes to making videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying the quality of it all. And next thing I wanted to kind of yap about, I guess, you know, if you guys are whopping right now, this is going to be kind of a treat. I'm a little bit like, I received a comment on my first episode, which I actually ended up deleting. If it is you, it's not like, honestly, it was pretty valid. Like what they were saying, I ended up deleting his comment because it's not valid anymore. But they were saying, oh, what's up with these AI thumbnails? And yeah, I was using AI assistants to make some of my thumbnails. But also, as I mentioned, I went to school for video production, so they taught me Photoshop and everything. I finished basic and intermediate Photoshop classes, which was like 2 semesters of my post-secondary school. And I was like, I read his comment. He was saying, what's up with these AI like AHH thumbnails? And then is it just me? I think like, and initially I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to own up to it, right? If somebody's gonna call me out for that, I will own up to it. And so I replied to him and I said, oh yeah, you know, like these thumbnails, they're mainly used, like, you know, they don't tell the full story of a video, right? Like I edit all my videos all by hand through my creative flow, you know, my creativity. all of that is all by me from my years of experience. But as for the thumbnail, I guess maybe like my only really excuse is that like I was just lazy, to be honest, and I just wanted AI to make me a thumbnail, something that seemed appealing. But then I replied to him an hour later. I decided, I was like, you know what? They are right. I have the experience. I pretty much made like all my thumbnails. I don't know why I used AI, and like I decided, okay, I'm just going to remake all my thumbnails that I had AI assistance with to my own stuff. So with that, like I just wanted to address that. I guess we changed the thumbnails that had AI, and then yeah, because I'm capable. You know, I realized, dude, I'm capable, and I shouldn't feel the need to, I guess, like use AI to create something that is not made by me, especially when I am trying to make a name for myself. So yeah, I'll openly admit that, you know, I did use AI for my thumbnails, and I do use AI in my life as well. You know, just trying to, I guess, like evolve with the times. Um, but moving forward, I'm never gonna do that ever again. So yeah, that's something I wanted to address, just like a little yap. And like it might matter to you guys, it might not, like that's a thing. But most importantly, I think it really did impact me, where I was like, I felt like I was doubting my own creativity and my own skills. And that was the main reason why we ended up just like swapping everything out, because I was like, yeah, it's like, to me, I'm embarrassing myself. Like it shows that I'm not capable, and that's something that I want to prove to myself, especially being on YouTube for years and years and years now, you know, trying to gain traction on my channel and create things that I really, really enjoy. The thumbnail at the end of the day is a part of the creative process. And so the new thumbnails that I have made too, honestly, are better than what we had before, in my opinion. So I'm super proud of myself for putting those together, and they look really, really good. So I'm kind of excited to, you know, keep on making more now. And yeah, I think that's all what it's all about. You know, just falling in love again with the process of, like, you know, making videos, the scripting and the filming and then the editing. It's like that's all a part of it. And I realized that again. So yeah, thank you for listening to me yap about that. This one is still not upgrading. I'm very, very surprised, but we are still at 4 million. This is crazy. 4 million. I'm making, maybe we'll tic tac. So we'll go here, right? We'll go back to drop rate. We're gonna lock this, and we're gonna see if we can try to land a second line for maybe like Meso. I think the max you can get is like 15 for yeah, 15, I think, when you already have a legendary. So let's see what we can get. We got Meso 8. Is that a set? No, I have so much. Let's just keep on trying here. Int 30. We want to see yellow, guys. Come on. Meso 8 again. Magic attack. Oh, this is actually not too shabby, because I'm so weak right now, but I'm trying to look for something more long term. So just drop in Meso is all we need. We need is it unique? Is it, yeah, we need a unique Meso, please. We're getting like Meso like 9. Is it possible? Yeah, it should be possible. We are seeing some uniques. Come on. We might be sitting here like all day. I didn't realize that how time consuming this might potentially be. But if you guys are watching this, I do appreciate y'all. And as for, I guess, like the series that we're doing right now, it's called Starting Over, by the way. Starting Over as in, like, you know, 5 months we played on our Lin, and now we're starting over on Moj 1. It's called Starting Over. Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's lock that in. Yes, yes, okay. And then we'll try to get like, maybe like, this is okay. I would like normal damage or something like that. Come on, all stats. Let's see if we can land like normal damage. Now it gets like expensive because we're locking 2, right? But we have so much that I would like to just... Okay, you know what? That's good because our secondary on Moj 1 is strength. So we get dex, strength, meso, and drop rate. That's actually so good. Now we can move back to over here. You know what? Before I even go back to that, let's actually do this. We'll lock this. Let's try to land. We need boss damage and then buff duration for our bossing preset. So let's see if we can land those. Drop rate. Normal status? No, I think that's for Lin. I think I might be getting them mixed up. I think we just want buff duration and boss damage. Yeah. Come on. Oh wow. Double unique. That's kind of crazy. To normal. Oh, dude, this would have been really, really nice on this like second page. I would have really. Oh, hold up. Okay, I got scared there. I thought it unlocked and I kind of freaked out because the achievement popped up. Okay, I didn't even read what the achievement was. Oops, dudes. Come on. At least like boss damage. I'll be happy with like, you know, walking away on this like new page with like boss damage. Or even getting like high buff duration would be sick too. Because the reason why, so I was reading on the Moj 1 Discord, the reason why we want buff duration is because AB Link. AB Link, we do have it at level 3. So buff duration does impact that, where it makes the entirety of that buff longer. So if we can land that, please, that'd be very, very nice. Or boss damage, you know. Having a combat power inflator is would be really cool. Okay, we got buff. I'm gonna greed. It's too early. It's too early. I'm gonna greed. We still have 3.6 mil. We also want to see yellow. Like, I want to see uniques here. Come on. Boss 8s. Is boss 8 good? Give me 1 second here. Yeah. That's actually pretty solid. Boss 8% with 18 cooldown skip. I mean, we could try to go for, we have 3.5. We could try to just get this buff duration, whatever it is. Whatever it ends up being is fine. And even if it's a low roll for like buff duration, it's cool. This has got to be used up somehow anyways. Wait, final damage 13% of defense. Wait, hold up. Monster damage 8%. Apparently we can also do monster damage 8%. How many of those did I skip? Oh, I'm trolling. Monster damage 8%. Wait. This is actually not bad too. All right, I'll keep that. We'll take that. Okay, we still have 3.3 mil left. Maybe I might try to get normal damage on this because this last page is just not going legendary. And we still have so much. I think having normal damage right now would be really, really good for me. Because we're about to hit Arteria and we're actually very underpowered. 5% normal, yeah, I'll settle with that. And now we can just work on this. Just keep spamming this until it like, wait, what was popping up there? Oh, nothing. Just keep on spamming this until it upgrades, though I might just do this in my own time because we did like I think like we're kind of holding you guys for a bit long. It's been 24 minutes. We got 2 pages here done. So we I'm gonna settle with this bossing page. This is actually really, really good. This is also a really good drop preset, like kind of like a training as well as drop preset is pretty good. I did want to get another page where it prioritized Meso, just depending on the day, but this just might be our permanent like training inner abilities, which is honestly really, really good because we almost capped out on drop rate on this inner ability, and I'm trying to get more fragments anyways. If I wanted to Meso farm, I mean, like I'd just hop on Lin, to be honest. So yeah, I'm very content with this. Now moving forward, let's go ahead and work on some familiars. So I do have quite a bit saved up, like really like crappy ones. And considering that we have 28 here, let's open up the UI And I think we just drag it in, right? Yeah. Let's bring it over here for a moment. And let's actually take a look to see which one we should work on first. So again, I did roll 2. I have 28 left. Hopefully we can try to land drop rate or drop boost, because the best one that we have right now is 60%. And then we did hit this drop rate 10%, which is like kind of like it's half a line on like for your equipment. And then we have Mesa, but apparently this isn't stacked, so I don't know why this is here. I think I just put it in there because why not? But yeah, we have some like spare legendaries. Without further ado, sorry, I'm yapping a little bit hard. Let's see if we can get anything good. So yeah, again, we're trying to look for like boss damage. Recover 12 HP. 12 HP. I mean, this is better than what it was before. Let's just swap it then. Yeah, this one. I have like 5 attack power 6%, but so before you think I'm creeping myself with this, I have like a ton of 6%, so even better. Oh, this is good. This is good. 15% healing. Healing fams, I don't think I have that many of, so I will take it, considering that we have so many spare fams anyways that we're most likely not going to use. Periodically recover 7%. I don't really want that. Because we have better right now. Strength percentages. More healing. Outline your character in black. No, I'm good. I actually have one of those already. Wow, we're kind of eating through these. Attack power 6%. You see, I would keep this, but again, I have like 5 of them, so I don't really want that. I'm just gonna keep rolling until we try to get something that I actually can potentially use. Okay, this one is good. Dex, this one actually has a useful secondary line, and it has recovery. So now we'll move forward to a different one. Let's see. Outlines your character in red with magic attack. Yeah, that is trash. Let's roll this. We have 12 cards left. Outlines your character in black. We just swapped the outline. Recovery for MP, no thank you. Strength, HP. Magic attack and power. Nice hybrid. Don't know if any classes utilize both. I don't think so. We have 6 left. This is a healing fam with a... you know what? I'll keep that, actually. Because there's more that I just find completely useless. I'd much rather just get a bunch of healing fams, even if I overstack them. Because like there's things like this. All stats and then int 3%. It's just really, really bad. This one's damage 6%. I don't think damage is good, but I will swap because it's my first time seeing damage, so I don't know if that's rare or not. Outlines your character in black. Outlines your character in red. We have 2 left. 12 HP for pure nearby. It's not bad. Do I have any more? Yeah, this one over here. So I have one last one. Let's see if we... Hopefully this is it. And no, we are done with Inkwell's cards. Okay. Thank you, Inkwell. Thank you, Inkwell. We'll type that out. All right. So this VOD is going to be like over 30 minutes long. Lastly, again, so the last thing we want to touch up on is, try to finish up our drop gear. We're sitting at, well, with fams on, we were sitting at 237, and then with like WAP it's like what 250 or something like that. We do actually have more now because of our inner ability W. But yeah, that's with our fams on, and I'm trying to aim for another hybrid. I think I've went 10 bill so far, over 10 bill. Since we last saw our last hybrid. We're at 5 lines meso, and I believe 7 lines drop, mainly because this one right here hit big for our KT. So I'm just waiting on getting another KT before we go ahead and try to pot the next one and finish up our drop gear. But there's some other pieces that like are just kind of only 1 line. So it will be very, very nice if we can land like a hybrid or even a double drop, because we only need to hit 1 double drop. Well, how much are we gonna spend today? I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna get 100 cubes, which is kind of crazy. So we're gonna be sitting here for a little moment to work on this. All right, so first one I want to work on is most likely going to be, let's go with the face accessory. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, I'm just like double checking just to see if there's anything. Yeah, and then our silver blossom ring has double mesa, which we don't like. I'd much rather get a hybrid, so I'm just trying to finish up hybrids before we end up replacing this with a potentially a hybrid as well. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on. I also like, my guilty pleasure is cubing. Oh wow. Okay. If this landed another Dexter, I would have taken it, but this one's actually worse. But that is a double prime. Wow. My guilty pleasure right now is definitely cubing. So like I love, like at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, how much meso did I make? And then like spending all my meso to just to try to finish up this drop and meso gear. It is where we are like going way over above the averages though, because like we've been getting quite unlucky, if I'm being honest. Like it's been like, again, 10 bills since we saw a hybrid. And I believe the average is about, like, I think like somebody told me like 2 bill, but I didn't check the calculator myself. But like, yeah, roughly like I think 2 bill or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. We have like 79 cubes. It's a good shot. And it's also like, I guess, understanding that like, you know, okay, there is a chance it's gonna hit, there's a chance that it's not. It's all RNG, it's all a gamble. And so I'm able to like walk away every night, even after like, you know, becoming poor from cubing. Like, okay, at least I tried, right? Trying is better than not trying in my case. And it's also like, it is fun. Like it is fun for me. It's giving me a purpose to go run back. Wow, this is crazy. Triple all stats. It is giving me a reason to like, you know, run back to the fields and just start whacking some mobs again. It's all part of like, I guess, the process, right? Like if these things were easy, I think the game would be boring, but also there's some people who are like, okay, you know, this should be easier. And I honestly do agree, because not everybody, we just got double meso again. Yeah, forget. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my gosh. Not everybody is like me, as I was saying, like, you know, who can play like 8 to like at most 14 hours a day. It's kind of ridiculous. To be fair, I'm just unemployed and I do make a little bit of money off Twitch, but like it's not like crazy money to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this forever. It's just kind of money that like can keep my head above the water. So for anybody who's like has been like watching the streams, I make money off of ad revenue. And so thank you for that if you guys are sticking around and watching the ads. And then even better if you guys are subbing and, you know, seeing the value in me as a creator enough to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sub to this guy because he seems all right. Like that is very much appreciated, guys. Thank you so very much. And oh, one thing I want to mention is that we are literally about to hit monetization on YouTube, which is insane. This has been a goal of mine that I have wanted since I was like 13 years old, guys. Like I think I made this YouTube channel when I was like 13 years old, and I made videos every year upon year upon year. And who would have thought that MapleStory was the MapleStory would be the game that I would make content on that would, you know, really help my channel grow. And it's even better because I made these videos just like because I'm having fun with it, right? I think in the past I was always trying to chase after, okay, what would be like, especially when I was younger. I think as of recently, like maybe like this past like 2 years, I kind of just was like, okay, I'll make whatever I want. But like we're talking like when I was like 13 years old making this channel, I was always chasing after, okay, what can I make that can like go viral, whatever, right? But then over the years, I guess just these last couple of years, I've learned when it comes to content that it's more important to make the things that you like, because if you like it at the end of the day, there will be somebody else that finds your content entertaining enough to stick around. And so, and now it's just kind of like, yeah, making these yapping videos while we, you know, progress in the game, which I love a lot. And then making the progression series to potentially open up our audience, open up to a wider audience on YouTube. So yeah, that's kind of like the process and everything, and whatnot. Let's see, we have 5 cubes left, and it looks like we do not land a hybrid or a double drop. Unfortunately, no upgrades either, but hey, at the end of the day, it was an attempt, and it's not going to stop me from playing the game. If anything, that just motivated me more to go back to back to Harsh Winter 4 and punch some mobs. Um, yeah, I think this is pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider liking the video as well as subscribing if you like more like content like this, where I just kind of yap about life and whatnot. And then don't forget, we do have the progression series, so it's a bit more professional when it comes to like the episodes, I guess. This actually might become an episode. You know what? We're gonna make this a really long episode. It's 35 minutes long. Where I'm just kind of, I guess, yapping. Maybe. I'll think about it. We'll figure it out. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.